Okay, here's the fast part, and this is the part that I dreaded a lot. But I will still give it a shot because otherwise I won't learn anything, and nor will you. So here we go. I'm going to start from that part. Okay, let's talk about that. I didn't do it that well, but I'll try to explain and then give it another crack and see if I can do it better. So, now that's pretty easy, right? This little... All you're doing really is you're just pulling your bow like that, and then you're just moving your elbow, dropping your elbow down. So, in slow motion... Okay, it shouldn't be any more than that. So if you're trying to control it, it's going to come out, first of all, it's going to come out jagged. Second of all, it's going to feel horrible. You're not going to want to play this anymore if you do that too much. So just... Sorry about the pitch. So, in fast motion. And then this other thing. So what's happening here is a little bit of a bow stroke. And I think there are two ways to do this. Let me explain what I do, and then let me explain also what I think you can also do. We'll see. Okay, the way that I do it is I initiate that upward motion with my elbow. So so it's kind of like this. You see how my elbow goes first? If I do it slowly, it's kind of like that. It's like a wave. It kind of goes like this. So. And what that does for me is when I get nervous and I start to tense up here, at the very least, what it does is it loosens up my wrist. Because if you're going to get a good clean sound, you're going to need your wrist to recoil a little bit like that. It needs to have a little bit of a jump in it. If it doesn't have a jump in it, then you don't get that extra little bit of kick. And so I'm initiating it with my elbow. Now I suspect there's another way to do it, and I'm going to try it right now, is if you use your fingers and you just give it a little bit of a kick like this. All I'm doing, really, is going like this. Like, it's almost like a squeezing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just squeezing just a little bit. But where my fingers are on my bow, it ends up, when I do that, when I squeeze, it pulls the bow towards my palm of my hand. Like that. It's just a little itty-bitty motion, so you can do that. You're pretty well off as far as your bow hand is concerned. If you can do this, then you've got good flexibility in your hand. And then, however it looks, if you're over this way or whatever, as long as you can do something like this where it feels flexible, then I think you can also get away with it just by going like, letting your bow hand grip the string. And I guess that gives it more of a crisp sound than just doing it with your elbow. Okay, I'm not very good with the hand one, so I can't really demonstrate too well, but I do know that it has something to do with this. Maybe I'll ask Professor V later. So, but I use it by doing this, by initiating with my elbow. Okay, that's a fun little trick. And I'm not even really doing anything. Let's see. What am I doing? Okay, I'm starting a little from just barely above the string and landing, and then as soon as I start landing, I pull. So, well, I guess as soon as I start, as I hit the string. So like this. And Professor V also made a spiccato video. I think if you type in spiccato into the search, his will come up number 2. But he has this thing where he's talking about doing this, where you get this V shape. And so it's a little bit of that, where I'm going like this. But it's a V, only half of a V coming into the string. And then your bow naturally bounces. I mean, if you were just to do this, it's going to bounce. So I'm trying to channel that bouncing that the bow wants to do. Just let the bow bounce, but start it coming in on that half of that V, disregarding that other half. And then I'm trying not to do anything else besides right here is what's happening. So I am initiating a little bit with my elbow too. But you may not even be able to see that I'm doing that. And then to get more clarity, because I'm not getting much clarity here, I think you need to drop your elbow just a little bit, because then you get more of torque, more torque. Let's see if it works. That's better. And all I'm doing is I'm just starting the stroke, and then using my elbow to lead, I'm just letting my bow bounce. And if you're tight here, then it's not going to bounce, because you're killing the motion, the bouncing motion. Okay, I'm going to run out of time again, so I'm going to have to start another video.